Let's begin by discussing ferns. Ferns are land plants with well-developed structures such as stems, leaves, and roots, similar to flowering plants. Their stems are usually found entirely underground or grow horizontally beneath the surface, producing leaves at intervals. The roots of ferns grow directly from the stem, and both the stem and leaves contain vascular tissue, including sieve tubes and water-conducting cells. Fern leaves vary among species, but they are typically several cells thick and consist of an upper and lower epidermis, palisade cells, and spongy mesophyll. Unlike seed-producing plants, ferns do not produce seeds. Instead, they reproduce through gametes that form a zygote, which then develops into a new fern plant. Ferns generate single-celled spores in sporangia, or spore capsules, typically located on the underside of their leaves. Let's take a closer look at the life cycle of ferns. A fern's life cycle shows how it switches between two stages. It starts with the sporophyte, the leafy fern we see. On the underside of its leaves are small clusters called sori, which contain structures, sporangia, that produce tiny spores through a process called meiosis. These spores grow into a tiny, heart-shaped plant called the gametophyte, or prothallus. The gametophyte has hair-like roots, rhizoids, to anchor it and special parts, antheridia that make sperm and archegonia that hold eggs. When a sperm swims to an egg, fertilization happens, creating a zygote. The zygote grows into a young sporophyte, which becomes the leafy fern we know, completing the cycle. Ferns switch between the large sporophyte stage and the tiny gametophyte stage, an amazing process in nature.